Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the next 3 months. So this will be from the dates between April, May, and June. If you're more of a business person, this would be Q2 or Q2 of 2022. But do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate. Drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I only have one Instagram account. It is linked below. Do give me a follow on Instagram. If you are interested, I do exclusive content there. So we have here for you. Now, if you watch my content regularly, but you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. All right, let me make sure everything is in view. We'll take 3 cards to clarify as we go along, Aquarius, and we'll get right into it. All right, I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the 4 of Pentacles. So this is a card that can speak to a few things. Number one, it could say just generally that finances are stabilizing. However, I think it's a little bit different for you, okay? And the reason being is you have this 5 of Pentacles here, which we're going to talk about in just a second. The 4 of Pentacles person here is hanging on too tightly to the pentacles that they have. They feel like they'll only ever have 4 pentacles, when in reality there's 10 pentacles available, right? You can get to the suit of you can get to the end of the suit, which is the 10 of Pentacles. There are a lot more pentacles available, but this person feels like this is all they'll ever have. And they're afraid of loss. Okay, this is a card that comes forward when you are afraid of loss. Loss has not happened yet, but it can spill over into that, which I'm going to talk about in a second. And so, you know, for you, there may be something to do around old school programming when it comes to money. You may come from a family that says, you know, money doesn't grow on trees, or, you know, you got to work hard for what you have. And, you know, I'm a big fan of working hard, but there are also a lot of people that believe that working smarter is maybe a better choice. You know, I'll let you decide on what that may be for you, but I think you understand what I'm saying. And so I think the next 3 months, I see financial independence for you here in your future, as you have this Queen of Pentacles showing up in the staff. And so, in fact, your future looks extremely bright for you, Aquarius. I think in your local situation, in your kind of what you're dealing with here, it has something to do around confidence involving money. It has something to do, yeah, that's what it is. It's about confidence involving money. And I'm going to get into that in a moment here, but in your current situation, you have the 5 of Pentacles. So now here's the thing. The 4 of Pentacles, you actually also have 3, 4, 5 of Pentacles, right? And so you have a progression of events happening. If the 4 of Pentacles person does not work through their fear of loss, it will spill over into loss. Okay, 5 of Pentacles can indicate like poverty, or like poverty mindset, okay? It can say that there is money going out or losing, but I more often than not find it when people are thinking negatively around their ability to get their needs met. Now that is reality for some people, and so I'm not trying to invalidate that feeling that you may have at this time. But what I am saying is, too often people get wrapped up in negative thoughts around their financial situation, and what I do know is that thinking negatively about money will not serve a purpose. It will not help. The only purpose that serves is to keep you trapped in some sort of lack mindset. Okay, and so for you in particular, I think it's less about loss because of the things that I see here with the Queen of Pentacles in the future. And I think, Aquarius, for you, it's more about working through some patterns relating to money. In the problem position, you have the Hermit. This is about introspection. This says that sometimes the answer is not necessarily found in a textbook, but it's found within you. Okay, this is saying that the answers truly do live inside of you, and you have everything, you have the answers that you're already looking for. In fact, this person has gone on this massive venture through the universe. You can see they're sitting alone, or they're standing alone within the universe. And at the end of all of that, they've found something that is extremely simple, which is that the answer is already there and it's been there the entire time. And so this can say, are you taking a moment here to ask yourself what it is that you want? Are you maybe is your ability to reach within blocked right now because the Hermit is in the problem position? So for some of you, it's like this struggle around you reaching inside of yourself and finding the answer to your problem here. And so that could certainly be the case that's coming in for some of you. Now, in the past, you have the King of Wands. What I really find interesting here is you have the King and the Queen of Wands in the past and in the future. So it's counterparts in the tarot. So some of you, whenever I find that type of energy, it is pretty good for love to find a counterpart in a reading. I'm not getting a whole lot of love energy here. There certainly is like some happiness available, but yeah, just something to consider. But in the past, you have this King of Wands. Do you realize, Aquarius, that you have a whole lot to offer? And for some of you here, I wonder if some of you have spent time staying in a dead-end job or staying in a job that you don't like, because the King of Wands will never do that. Okay, the King of Wands has so many skills, so many gifts, so many talents, and more importantly, they have passion, inspiration, and confidence to allow them to go to any other opportunity. You'll never find the King of Wands in a job they don't like. Okay, they always have more opportunities. They always have something in their back pocket because they can take the skills that they have, but more importantly, the inspiration, the passion, and the confidence to go somewhere else. And so both of these cards, actually, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, can talk about confidence in your life. And so we're talking about here this Five of Pentacles, maybe this energy of being blocked around going within. You have this Four of Pentacles here situation, holding on too tightly. So I wonder if there's something to do with confidence relating to money at this time. In the future, you have the Queen of Wands. So this is somebody who is really they are attractive, but they are attractive in the sense of pure attraction. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is they are not just able to attract people into their life, but they are also able to attract opportunities and situations that are in alignment with them into their life. Now, this can also say that you need to be authentic. You need to be confident and you need to be authentic. And the Queen of Wands gets in trouble when they try to be other people. When the Queen of Wands tries to be other people, they are still attracting, but they're attracting the wrong things. And so as long as you are the truest version of yourself, as long as you are being authentic, you will find something here. This is a major sign that you are attracting someone or something into your life. And so it's a very nice energy to find in the future. It can also say that you're a good task manager. You can juggle all of the tasks and the priorities with ease, with grace, with skill. And definitely nice energy to find here, especially as we started off with this 4 or 5 Pentacles situation. Now, on your thoughts or on your mind, you have this 3 of Pentacles. So this person here is really presumably being rewarded. You can see that they're holding up work that they're proud of. Their other work that they're proud of here is on the ceiling above. You can see the anvil in the background, the mallet on their belt. They are a builder. Okay, they are good at what they do. And this can come forward when you're ready to be rewarded and recognized for all of your hard work. It can also refer to your teammates, your team environment. There may be something around your team environment that you're not loving. Here, Aquarius, if you work for somebody, some of you may decide to move to a new position. You have this Chariot in the subconscious or the lower row here. This is what is the hidden or what you can't see. Also how you talk to yourself. The Chariot is overcoming an external obstacle. The external obstacle may be a challenging teammate, a challenging boss figure, a challenging job. You're overcoming it. So that it's a very good sign to get the Chariot. In fact, it talks about general success and triumph in your life, but you'll find success and triumph by being self-disciplined. And so let's just see what that may be. Now, in your staff, which is the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have this 10 of Cups. The total joy is available. Pure happiness is here. It is available. It could even be arriving for you here in the next 3 months. The 10 of Cups says that basically, like in terms of your emotional life, like what do you want? Because the 10 of Cups says that it's available now. And this is not a time for you to, when you get the 10 of Cups, it's not a time for you to focus on the negative, because there's like a pure joy energy available. This is the last card in the suit of cups, so you can expect to be truly happy when you see this card. Now this also says that, you know, these two people here on the bench, they own the home behind them. And so for me, it's a card of abundance, not only just in the terms of like real estate, but also, or like owning a home or owning property, not just like that, but in terms of emotional abundance as well. Like your happiness and your ability to be happy is a form of abundance. And that is one thing to understand. In your external influence, you have this judgment card. So the external is obviously what's happening outside of you. You can't control the external. And the judgment card says that you may be going into a period of self-evaluation here. There could also be someone evaluating you, okay? Especially because this is coming in the external. It could also mean that karma is being rendered, okay? This is one of the major karma cards. It says that the actions that you've taken up to this point are kind of rendering out right in front of you in real time, and the judgment is being sort of handed down based on the actions you've taken, right? And so it's a very nice energy if especially if you've been working, if you've been authentic with the Queen of Wands. I would say be authentic at this time, Aquarius, because this is very important now that we have this judgment energy as well. It's time to be authentic. Now, this also may come forward if you're in the running for a job, because it can, especially in the external, it can mean that someone's observing you. And I don't mean that in a creepy way. I mean that in like a, like you may be in the running and not even realize it. Yeah, in your job situation. Now, in your hopes and fears, you have the Three of Cups. So this is a really nice energy here. You're really hoping for a celebration. You're hoping, and you're hoping for some sort of release here. Anytime you see cups overflowing in the tarot, it's always a good sign. You have two cards of pure joy, total happiness here with the Ten of Cups and Three of Cups. So it's very nice. This can also represent your social circle or your community or your friend group, because this is also your fears. It's your hopes, but it's also your fears. I do wonder if some of you are concerned about someone in your social circle, like the way that they feel about you or whatever the case may be. That can be solved by being authentic, very simply. Now in the outcome, this is what I've been talking about this entire time. You have this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, now this is very good because this is somebody who is financially independent or has the ability to be financially independent. They make practical choices with their money. They're all about budgeting, planning, saving, preparing, really making practical choices. By taking those steps, they can afford luxuries, but they first need to have that plan of action. They need to take the practical steps to create a budget, create a plan, all of those sorts of things, right? And through that, they will afford the luxuries that are available to them. But it's about maintaining financial independence and potentially creating that for yourself, which I see is totally possible here. But there's this energy here of you fearful of losing, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is never fearful of losing because they have a plan. They can see the numbers. They can see everything out, right? It's all out on the table for them. And so I get the sense that some of you are just taking a look at that. There is financial independence available to you in the future. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Let's pull some, let's see what these three clarifiers are. So you have the Two of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the High Priestess. So I definitely like to see this. Now, this High Priestess here really tells you to trust your gut, trust the intuitive messages that are available to you. This is the major card of intuition in the tarot. And so it says that there's maybe something that, again, is not necessarily found in a textbook. When you get the Hermit and the High Priestess, those are extremely introspective, extremely intuitive energies, right? And it's like they're both cards of knowledge and wisdom in different ways. But it says, everything you need is available. And the High Priestess could also be something hidden coming to the surface. As I said, you could be made available, or there could be something that's made available to you that you weren't expecting. You have the Two of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is you working through these fears that we've been talking about around money, around loss. This person is literally having a nightmare. They're fearful that these 9 swords are going to come down and hit them, but they don't actually do. The Two of Wands is about kind of preparation, planning, discovery, being at a fork in the road, deciding on which path to go down. But it's about discovery. It's about preparation. Remember, we've said here with this Queen of Pentacles, that's very important for you, okay? And so it's almost like, on one hand, the message here for you is when you are authentic, you solve a problem, which is if you're authentic, The fake energies in your life are gone. If you have a plan, there's no need to worry about losing. The plan is in place. That's kind of like what I'm saying. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And I know it's kind of just blunt advice, but that's kind of what I feel like is happening in this reading. Let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we have here. Let's pull some additional messages for you. All right. So you have Summer, bask in joy and light, as well as Shaman, trust in higher forces. You know, you could say that the High Priestess is like a shaman as well. So I definitely like to see that for you. And there could be something coming in here in the summer. We are kind of looking at the spring into summer energy here. You have Guardian Angel, you are not alone, as well as Night, be brave and honest. Okay, so be brave and honest here. Be brave and honest. That's exactly what the Queen of Wands is. They not only are they confident, but they are brave. That's another nice word to describe the Queen of Wands. And the honesty is the best policy. I know it's cliche, but that's really what it's saying. I love that you have this protection here from your guides with trust in higher forces, shaman, as well as guardian angel. You are not alone. So I think, yeah, really nice energy here. So let's see what else we have. Okay, so you have distant horizons, adjudication, main female, journey, change, and unexpected income. Well, I like to see that because some of you are really trying to bring that into your field, into your awareness here with the income situation. And I think as you put that plan in place, as you continue doing the things that you know you need to do, that opens up energy for more to arrive. And that's kind of, if I were to distill this reading down to a message, it would be something like that. You do have this change card, bags packed, cards ready to go, moving out of this apartment here. And you have the journey as well, which these two cards come one after the other. Maybe traveling, maybe moving to a new place. You do have this distant horizons, which means good times ahead. I definitely feel that for you with this amazing staff energy here. And not sure what's going on with adjudication other than that's like similar to this judgment energy in that, you know, the choices that you make are important and they will dictate where you go from here on out. Main female. Some of you, like I said, if someone's not authentic, you are removing that situation from your life. And so you have courtship here on the bottom. Someone interested in you. You do have a counterpart showing up as well. I was not really getting a whole lot of love energy, but you do have a counterpart here in the cards. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next reading.